Hi, Daniel here, Mr. Cuervo Racing. Today we're going to discuss how to not ship ATV parts. What not to do, what to do when you're shipping cores, components, cylinder heads, transmissions, and this one just happens to be blatantly, obviously wrong. So this box here, USPS Priority Mail, they did nothing wrong. They shipped this box. It came a long way. It came from Canada to here in Oregon. Had a long journey. These boxes are great for light items. These ones you get from the post office for free. They work great for light stuff. But this box here is about 7 pounds, filled with a bunch of transmission parts. So if it didn't have a little bit of extra tape around here, this box would have blown apart a long time ago. And all your parts would have been missing, and somebody would have been mad, and somebody would have blamed the post office, when ultimately the person who packaged this item did a very, very poor job of packaging it. Unfortunately, that's going to cost them a little bit. So this is how this box shows up. Got a little bit of paper in there, which fills a void, but does nothing to protect the components inside. This is how this box shows up. All these components traveled, I don't know, 2,000 miles probably, in the back of a truck, a bus, a plane, however they're transporting through certain areas. All along the way, banging around through the conveyor systems, getting trucked around over bumps down the road, and being, hand transported from one cart to the next. All along the way, these components are just banging the crap out of each other. So you see substantial scarring on the journals all the way around. These are supposed to be smooth, polished journals. Have substantial damage on them. The gears themselves, these gears are going to get all replaced, but they just get unnecessarily beat up for no reason. So tons of scarring right there. Let's see, on that journal. So all these have to be either polished out or thrown away. So look at the shift drum. It's like, yeah, the shift drum don't ride in this area, but right here inside this channel, any little groove's gonna hang up and cause shifting issues all through these channels. It's all beat to crap. This looked like a nice polished shift drum before it went in the mail. Now it's junk, because it's not worth the time to spend the man hours trying to repair this. So there's a junk piece. Shift forks. Any little nick or scratch in these shift fork shafts, that's going to cause that knot to slide in the case, not to shift. So those are trash. Shift drum's trash. That one's trash. This one's going to cause me to spend some time on fixing it. These shafts are about $100 a piece for the shaft. So now it's a matter of, do I spend the time fixing that? Do I bill hours to fix that? Do I do it on my own time? Or does the person who packaged this ultimately end up paying that bill? This was going to be a core refund for this customer, a full refund if it arrived in good condition. But all I see is a lot of damage that's going to cause issues down the road. How's that supposed to ride in that bearing smoothly, or how's that supposed to seal smoothly now? So when you're shipping heavy stuff, all these components need to be wrapped individually. And paper will work. You can wrap them in paper, but they need to have multiple layers of paper so you have a good padding between each one of these components. That's a lot of weight to be banging around. It is going to leave dents and damage in other components in your box or blow out the box. So this is just transmission that showed up like this. Cylinder heads. Guys think, oh, it's a big hunk of metal, it's not going to get damaged. There's nothing that can happen, but we get cylinder heads all the time that get damaged in shipping because basically they throw them in a box like this with nothing in between the cylinder head and the outside world except for a thin little piece of metal. So when you drop something that's 10 pounds, this cardboard does nothing to help anything. So when you're boxing items, box them inside a box, put multiple layers of cardboard or foam or padding, and put it inside another box. Give a good layer. Pretend like you care. Pretend like you actually want that box to arrive in good condition. So the shipping cost to send this from Canada to here, could have spent another $5 on a nice box and some padding and another 5 minutes of time and made it nice, made it arrive in good condition where it shows like you actually care. So box your stuff up nice. Wrap in each individual component. Tape it up. Make sure everything's tight inside the box. Bubble wrap the air pockets. They don't do a whole lot. The little peanuts. Those also allow heavy components to move around. Peanuts are only used in shipping to take the void up in the box so the box doesn't get smashed. They do nothing for keeping one component in one area. It's loose fill. Imagine it being filled with sand. Those components are going to shift in there and move. So packing peanuts are not there to protect anything, only to fill the void. So think about that next time you're shipping. Don't blame USPS. This is not their fault. You can see they actually taped over a box that was already used and damaged. There you go. Until next time.